Hey guys, it's Elizabeth from Fashion of the Past. We are starting the second half of the Regency Gown video. We're going to be making the skirt portion and attaching it to the bodice. Like I said in the last video, I'm going to attempt to do this as nicely as I can, but also as quickly as I can to see if I can possibly finish it today. Because then I could try and start some other things like the chemise, the shift. I would really like to attempt to make the Regency shift because I don't really want to wear my 1860s shift underneath my Regency gown because it's actually quite annoying. I wear my 1860s shift under everything I wear at this point, and because it's 1860s, the shoulders like fall off my shoulders all the time because it's a wide neck and it's just really annoying. So it would be really nice to have the proper shift to wear underneath this gown, and if I can't make it in time, I will wear my 1860 shift, but I would rather have an 1820 shift, so we'll see if I get to that. Hey guys, so I'm sort of back with another update. I sewed both the skirt pieces. Now I've pinned them together. The front, the sides and the front, and then the back slit is pinned. There's still a lot of fabric here that's not pinned. But basically what I'm going to do now is the placket, and then we can move on to adding this to the bodice. Super exciting, I know. So I need to cut out a placket piece because they didn't make like a pattern piece for that. They just, you know, told you that you need to cut out a placket piece that's 2 inches wide and twice as long as this. So that's what I'm gonna do next. So I guess I gotta give you all an update because I decided to make this into two videos. I need some actual content for the second video. I feel like I'm not gonna have as much content. I feel like this video is gonna be a bit shorter, but I am currently attaching the bodice to the skirts. I did the placket and I'm currently sewing the bodice to the skirts. I pinned like most of it except for one side of the back I haven't pinned yet because I basically have to I still have to gather that back section of the skirt part, and then I had to pin it, but I didn't have enough pins to pin the whole thing at once. So I did the majority of it pinned up, and then I didn't do that section yet, or gather it yet. But I'm in the middle of sewing the part that I have pinned, and I've got like a little bit sewn. It's going kind of slowly but surely. I will hopefully get somewhere. It's honestly like midnight right now. I'm just watching a show. I'm actually watching an episode of Supernatural. Hey guys, I have another update. Sorry for the lighting. Let me turn this light on. Is that better? I actually just got back from going to fabric store. I went to a fabric store in our area. It's called Burkholder Fabrics. So it was a Mennonite fabric store. Basically cotton upon more cotton. And yeah, they had like basically cotton and that was it. They had like a tiny bit of wool and some like fleece for like the fleece blankets and stuff, but cotton's like all they had. So I did get a few things, and obviously they have some sewing machines and stuff like that as well, but as far as fabric goes, they have tons and tons and tons of cotton. Now it is meant to be like quilting cotton for quilting and stuff, but I did get a few things. I did splurge a little bit. It was more of an expensive fabric store, but I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna get this and that and that. So I got these 5 half ball cover buttons. I'm going to be using this for the Regency Bodice because that is my next step. I need to make closures in the back and then I can hem it and then it'll be done. So I thought I would get the cover buttons because that's exactly what I initially wanted to do in the first place. But then I thought, oh, I was looking on Etsy and I was like, oh, I didn't get them in time, so I'm not gonna be able to do cover buttons. I'll just have to find white buttons. But they had cover buttons there, and I was like, that's really cool. So I found these really cool closures. I thought I was gonna have to get buttons, but I found these really cool closures for the Spencer jacket. I don't know if that'll get done before Easter, but I got them anyways, and they're really, really pretty. I don't know how you can see that, but like, it's not focusing on this. I don't think you could see it very well, but I got 2 of them because they're really cool. I didn't think they were gonna have closures like this. I thought they were just gonna have buttons, and then they had a whole selection of different closures like this, and I was like, whoa, those are awesome. And I decided to go with these ones. I thought these are really cool. So those are the little notions and stuff I got. Then I got some fabric. I only got 1 fabric for this project because that's just what I got. So basically I got 2 fabrics and not for this project because I'm crazy and I was like, I need to get this. This is super cool. And then so basically I just bought this fabric randomly because I was like, this is so cool. I want to get this. I don't have a project specifically in mind for this, but I was like, it's really cool. And I got a yard of this. So I got a yard of this book fabric. I was just like, I need this in my life. So now I have a yard of this to make something with. Do I know what I'm going to make with it? No, I don't. But I will figure that out. Maybe I can make, like, I don't know what. It's just a yard, so it's kind of not that great. Then, just keep in mind that all of this is cotton because that's, like, basically all they sell. So then I got some more cotton, obviously, but I just got a plain color. This I got 3 yards of because I have a specific idea in mind. I know this color is like crazy, but you know what? It's my favorite color, so I decided to get my favorite color so I can make a blouse out of it. It's orange. Yes, I did get orange fabric, but you know what? I'm one of those crazy people that likes the color orange, and I got 3 yards so I could make some sort of a blouse out of it. I was thinking like maybe a Garibaldi blouse, which is like an 1860s blouse essentially. I'm not sure. And then I got 2 yards of this purple cotton, and I tried my best, but they didn't have anything even slightly close to silk. And I was just like, I need something for this. I need to get something for this, do something for this bonnet, for the Regency ensemble, because I do want to attempt, if I can, I don't even know if this is going to work, but I would like to try and attempt to make a bonnet between today, tomorrow, and Thursday for Sunday. That's probably not doable if I want to make a Spencer jacket as well. We'll see. But I bought this, 2 yards of this, just to use, and then eventually I'll get real like silk and make it nicer bonnet. But I don't know, I just thought maybe I could do something with this. And even if I don't make this, use this for the bonnet, if I have like leftover of the other fabric that I have for the Spencer jacket, I might attempt to use that for the bonnet as well, and I'm not really sure yet. But I just thought I would get this in case I want to use this for the bonnet. I could even just use it for the lining or something. I don't know. I just got it. I think it's like pretty close to the color I need. If it's not like that color, well, oh well. Hey guys, I'm back with another gown update. I finished the hem on this part of the gown, on the sheer part, which is really exciting because I thought it was going to take longer than that. Also, it is Wednesday, so I was actually hoping to have this whole gown finished yesterday, but that didn't happen. So I finally finished the hem at like 12:30 lunchtime, so that's great. I still have to hem this part, the lining. Okay, so I might use my sewing machine for this. I know I was going to do everything by hand. So far I've done everything by hand, which is why this project is taking so long. But even though that hem took quicker than I thought it was, I really, really, really need to get on to doing other things because I really, really, really want to make a shift. And if I want to do that, I need to just get this done with the machine. And I can't just let this alone because it's going to fray like it already is and be destroyed. So I'm going to attempt to hem it with my machine. Eventually, in the future, I would actually like to do this thing, get some lace. The instructions say that you can attach lace to this part, so it can be kind of like a petticoat underneath, basically. And I might do that in the future, and then it'll cover up the machine stitches. But right now, I have to use the machine because I need to get this done immediately because I really, really need to make the shift that's supposed to go underneath of this. Because if I don't make the shift, it's not gonna, like, I already don't have all the other undergarments, but I definitely need a shift because I tried this on last night and it just barely fits, and that's because I'm wearing the wrong undergarments. I have to have the right undergarments to make this fit better. I mean, it fits, but just barely. Like, it would fit better if I had the proper undergarments, and I feel like when I tried this on, I was wearing my 1860s shift, and that's obviously not the correct era, few decades later, obviously. So I think if I had the proper Regency shift, it would be better looking as well as fit better. I've come up with a problem. Just a minor problem, mind you. First off, I still have to hem this thing. I ate lunch and now I'm getting ready to hem it, but I had to do something else first because I forgot that tonight we have Bible study, so I have to go to Bible study. That takes away some sewing time. Yay! And what I have to do now is I have to read the verses that we're supposed to read because I did read them, but we're supposed to read them multiple times. And I need to just read them again so I can refresh myself. And then there is one more question that I still haven't answered. Okay, so I know doing this my machine isn't what I originally intended and all that, but I did sew this hem by machine. I have to just say, I'm sorry, it's not perfect. It also doesn't match because I don't have white thread that I can use on my machine. Basically, I have my linen thread, which I can't use on my machine because I tried before and it just breaks because it's not strong enough to use without being, like, waxed, basically, which is how I use it when I hand sew. And I tried it on my machine before and it doesn't work very great, and it's not very strong. So I can't use my white thread that I have, and I don't have any other white thread because the white thread that I did have, I used up. So I had to use what I had, and that's why it is black. There's a black stitch line. I'm sorry, I know it should be white, but you know what? It's good, it worked for me. If you can see it, oh well. If you can see it, eventually I will turn that hem over again and sew it with white thread so you can't see it. But for now, it's gonna have to do. I don't know if you can see it yet because I haven't properly put this up. But the gown is finished. Yay! Now I can move on to making a shift. Hello, I'm back. I've come across a problem. Not really a problem, but kind of an annoyance, I suppose. Basically, I've got this is the chemise pattern. It's all cut out and put together. I didn't fully put together every piece that was with this pattern. Like, I didn't put the short sleeve stuff together, and I didn't cut out the pieces for the chemise set. Most of those pieces are taped together. but I didn't cut those out. I just cut out the chemise pieces and put those together because that's what I need. So basically it's like 4 o'clock and I just finished cutting out the pattern, which is a problem because I need to cut it out of the fabric and attempt to get this sewn today, which is a problem. So I might sew it on my machine. I know I don't have white thread to sew on my machine. Maybe I can look for a lighter thread. The problem is that even though I'm a sewist, I have like no thread. I have my white linen thread for hand sewing, and I have another spool of my white linen thread for hand sewing. I have some more linen thread that's like a brownish color, and I have wait. I have this. I didn't even know I had this. What is this? Polyester. It's polyester thread. Oh, I'm pretty sure I got this for Christmas actually from one of my cousins. So that's awesome. Okay, so I'm not liking this at all. I did get back from Bible study and I've been working on my shift, but I'm not really liking this. Number one, I'm not a fan of this material. And I feel like I'm being kind of brushed and I'm using a sewing machine. But also, I just kind of messed up a little bit, which means I have to seam rip this seam. I'm going to seam rip it because it's not going to look right if I don't. Not that anyone's going to be seeing it because it's going to be underneath the dress, but gown, whatever. But, I'm trying to flat fell the seams and do it like the instructions say, but I ended up doing this. You probably can't see my mistake, but I have to just seam rip that. Basically, here's what I want to do. I want to skip this flat felling part because I want to remake this in the future with linen and hand sew it and make it really awesome and nice. I feel like I'm copping out on that, but it also saves me time to finish this up, the rest of the other stuff that I have to do for this, like hemming the neckline and sleeves and stuff. So basically, I have to cut out a thing for the neckline, the binding, neckline binding. I have to cut it out and bind this neckline, and then I have to put this on and measure the hem, cut the hem the hem, and then hem the sleeves. Hopefully it won't be that difficult. I'm going to be hemming the bottom and attempting the neckline bit with the machine. The sleeves, I think I'm going to turn under and do a rolled hem with by hand because there's not too much of the sleeve there, so it'll be easy and quick to do. Some hours later, took me 4 freaking ever to do this one thing. Basically, I'm still working on the shift, but my next part is hemming the bottom and the sleeves, and then I'm done. I'm actually going to hem the sleeves by hand now and hem the bottom tomorrow because it's really late and I don't feel like making a lot of sounds on my sewing machine at midnight. So I put the drawstring in. I basically just took a piece of embroidery thread and waxed it and put it in here. Let's just say that was really, really difficult. I tried to use this bias binding. That was too thick. I tried using this embroidery thread, and I used a giant blunt needle, and the first time I went through, it came off the needle, and I didn't realize it until I was almost to the other side, and then I was like, there's no thread on this needle. And the thread was only like partially of the way through, so that was great. The second time, I tied a knot, and halfway through it came off. the third time with the charm because I tied the knot twice instead of once. And it took me forever, and it was really difficult and really annoying and really hard. But I finally got it on there. Then I put it on so I could, you know, get an idea of it. And now I've tied a bow in the front because I need this to be gathered so that when I wear it, the sleeves and stuff aren't falling off, you know. And I also tried this on and marked the bottom and cut it so that it's a shorter length. It's supposed to go to like my knees. You can have it longer if you want, but the instructions say just to make sure it's not going past the gown. And so I just decided to cut it at my knees. Hey guys, I'm back with the outro to this video. I don't remember if I filmed an outro already. If I did, you will not be seeing this. If I didn't, you'll be seeing this, obviously. But basically, yesterday was Easter, so today is Monday, and I couldn't remember if I made an outro, so I just decided I would film one. The dress is made, obviously. I made it. I wore it yesterday. I wore it all day, literally from like 9 something till like almost midnight. So it was great. It was comfortable. I didn't feel uncomfortable at all during the day at all. I feel like it would definitely be better to have all the proper undergarments, especially the stays, because I kept feeling like the top portion it kept coming up, and I feel like it was meant to come down a little bit instead of just keep riding up. But other than that, it was pretty perfect. This is my hair from yesterday. This is what happens when you have it in braids and curl a couple of the ends. So, crazy hair today. But this is the end of the video. I just wanted to show you something really quick. I did purchase this last weekend, attempting to have it come before Easter, and it didn't. It came today, the day after Easter, which is just great, right? But it's from Timely Tresses, and it is a bonnet kit. This is for the soft crown bonnet, so I can finally make a bonnet. I've been dying to make historical hats because I always thought it would be the coolest thing to make a legit historical hat, and I always thought being like a milliner or something would be the coolest thing. So I'm really excited to eventually get into that project. I don't have everything I need for the bonnet project, but I do have the basic kit on how to make a bonnet, and I also have like instructions pattern thing that I got before a while ago that I can attempt to use, see if that will help me with this. But I also need to buy the proper fabric for this project. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more of my videos, you can support me in the links below. You can support me in my Ko-fi. You could also feel free to like and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Turn notifications on so you get notified, all of that stuff. And if you're into reading, you can check out my other channel link below, and I will see you in the next video. I hope this inspires you to go into your own sewing rooms. Bye.